7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is Drawn to You in Art Stream.
If you ever want to geek out with Roscoe.
Yeah, do it with Roscoe.
Oh, there you go.
That is the best slogan ever.
If you ever want to geek out with Roscoe. Geek out with Roscoe.
Yeah, do it with Roscoe.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
If you ever want to geek out with Roscoe. Geek out with Roscoe.
Yeah, do it with Roscoe.
Oh, there you go.
You want to see stuff you didn't even know you needed to see? Geek out with Roscoe.
That is right. You should geek out with Roscoe and also with Phil. And oh, look at Phil's got his co-host with him. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Roscoe. It's your guy Phil, and we are here. This is Drawn to You in Art Stream, Monday night. I want to say thank you all so much for being here. We truly appreciate it. If you've never been here before and this is your first time seeing the show, this is an art stream where basically we have a guest come on, myself, and the artist our guest will draw, and Phil will run the chat and gather all your awesome questions. So make sure you ask questions to our guest. He also gets everyone's artwork, so please draw from home, submit it to the Drawn to You art stream over on Instagram. And we will show it at the end of this episode, as we always do. And if you don't get it in time, please send it to us, because we put together a reel of everyone's artwork. Or I should say Phil does. But yes, but again, we just it's just a fun time. We're just drawing. It's a fun interactive interview show. I don't know if it's more of an interview. I like more of a hangout, but we do ask questions. They're just not the hard-hitting, serious ones. But well, someone might in the chat. Who knows? But anyway, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Phil, how you doing tonight, brother?
I'm doing pretty good. Just wondering if people would like to place their wagers now as to how many times I'll hit the back button and remove myself from the stream.
I have a tally marker over here. I'm gonna start. I'll let you know. But
all proceeds will go to charity, Comics Curing Cancer.
There you go. Excellent. So again, thank you all so much. Hit that like button if you want to. I think you should, because we have an awesome guest. But before we get to our guest, let's say hello to this lovely chat, Phil.
Yes. I would like to make an announcement that StreamYard changed their logo. And no matter what they call it, this will always be the StreamYard duck to us.
The StreamYard duck.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, no more duck, huh? That's crazy.
No.
What up, Monch?
23 Monch is here. Always good to see you. Tricky Trapster's here. He was second.
What up, Tricky?
You always first are in our hearts. Tricky Trapster.
That's true.
Don't let anybody fool you. Especially this guy.
Yo, what up, Lorenzo?
Yep, Lorenzo's here. Indie Comics and Reviews every Wednesday night. I would think I'm co-hosting this Wednesday, if I remember correctly.
You were just on this last one.
Yep, I was.
And you'll be on this upcoming as well?
Yep. Get your fill of Phil over at Indie Comics and Reviews.
Love it. Awesome.
We already have a fan in the audience. Looking forward to Gonzo's art.
That's true.
Brian is here. Nice to
What
see
up,
you, Brian.
I may see Brian this weekend, actually.
Oh, yeah?
So, I don't know. Brian, hit me up.
Well, that's right. You guys are local to each other. I forgot.
Yeah, we're pretty close. Yeah. He's like a little over an hour, I think, from me.
It is nice to hear that Scott Hazelwood
Scott.
think we missed Scott the last week or two.
Yeah, heck yeah, Scott. I can't wait. Love it. I know he's a wrestling fan, so I tried to
good.
let my wrestling fans know about the drawing. And I go, oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. Cindy's here. Always nice to see Cindy.
What up, Mama? Love
Cindy,
you.
am I ever going to
Appreciate
see you in the Motor City area? Is that a possibility? Maybe coming up. Maybe. We'll talk.
Possibly.
We'll talk after. We'll talk after, Cindy.
you.
I'll have my person, Roscoe, talk to your person, Roscoe.
That's me.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Happiness is for beginners is here.
What
Saying hi to
up?
Thor. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Who else? Oh, Thor's got some fans.
I like that happiness for beginners. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Man, Thor's got a lot of fans.
When is the book coming out? We need the
Thor
handbook.
is cool.
Hey, look, TN Comics Plus is here. I think when it comes to
What up,
Lorenzo,
TN?
if I'm not mistaken, TN, don't you and I kind of do-si-do on the co-host thing over Lorenzo's channel?
Yeah. Yep.
Got to flock together. There we go. Yeah, the duck got
I
fired.
think I want to say, I think he was the duck got fired. I think he may have been on the week before you did it. I'm almost positive.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
It me. All right. And I think that's it. We have that's because my alias, I keep tight to the vest. Glad to hear it's working. By the way, deleteme.com and incogni.com. That's all. There we go. We come for store. We stay for you and the content. All right. Well, there we go. How do you like that?
Man,
you extra
Thor,
toad
man.
mutant?
Thor's got all the fans. We're gonna have to be geek out with Thor here in a minute, a little bit. Well, I just want to say thank you so much, everyone, for being here live. If you're watching the rewind, if you're watching the rewind, thank you so much. We appreciate you. Hit that like button if you want to. I think you should, only because Phil's here. Yo, what up, my guy JC in the house? Cambodian Street Team's here. Look out! But I really think you should give a thumbs up for our guest. Our guest tonight. I met him a couple years ago at Heroes Con, and I got this. I think I got his last post. Right here, the last poster. As soon as I saw it, because he had it up like on a banner thing, as soon as I saw it, I was like, what is that? And it's these the turtles here. Oh, they're skeleton. Oh, let me tell you, they are so dope. If you don't know our guest artwork, please, down below in the description, I have his IG. Do yourself a favor and go to his IG and check out his freaking awesome work. I mean, like I said, when I first met him, I was amazed, but now he's just, the guy's going crazy. He's doing awesome. Definitely Turtles covers, but he just, I was just talking backstage. Everyone knows Dork. He did a Dork cover for Dork #1, and he also has another one coming out for it. But here is our guy, J Gonzo. Gonzo, what up, brother?
Hey, how you guys doing today, man?
Hey, man, thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you taking the time out because, I know you are a busy man. You have
Tell
a
me
lot
about
going on.
Oh yeah, every day, all day. Yeah. But yeah, like I said earlier, I can't complain. I literally work my entire life to be here. So, I'm not. When it gets a little stressful, when I get a little behind, when deadlines are breathing down my neck, I try to remind myself that this is exactly where I wanted to be. So, I could have gone to law school, and I'd be a lot less stressed.
Well, I just got to say, brother, I know me and Phil were talking about before, how, but dude, we love your artwork. We absolutely, as you know, as soon as I saw you at Heroes, I immediately just walked right to your table and was like, I need this poster and in my life. And then we started talking, and then I was like, yo, and then I've had you on the, when I had Between the Lines.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I got to get him back on. I definitely got to get him back on. So I want to say thank you again, brother. Truly appreciate it. I know Phil is excited too, because Phil is a fan of your artwork, as well as many people in our chat that have already gone off saying how much they love you. So, so thank you so much again, brother, and keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you're killing it.
Oh yeah, I'm not. You know, they're gonna have to throw me out now. You know, now that I'm really in comics, I just have to, like, I'm gonna go kicking and screaming now that I've got my foot in that door.
Oh, that's awesome, brother. Well, again, thank you so much for being here. If you want to let the people know a little bit about yourself, anything maybe you want to talk about, and then also let the people know what our theme or topic is tonight to draw.
Well, I'm J Gonzo. I'm the writer artist on a book called La Mano del Destino that I self-published, but came out through Top Cow in 2021, maybe 2020, long time ago. It's available though. Go buy one. But that little bit of work got me some turtle work, which is the images on your poster there, which caught the eye of Marvel Comics, and got me some Marvel comic work. And then from that point, it was just kind of everybody. So now, in addition to continuing the La Mano del Destino, I'm currently working on issue 1 of series 2. I just do covers for, yeah. So I have done work for other people. I did a book called La Voz de Mayo, Tatarambo with Henry Barajas. I have done interiors before, but at this point in my life, with how busy I am, it's like I write and draw my own comic, which will be out soon, and then just covers for everybody. And yeah, and so you know, you've probably seen some of my covers. Anyone in the chat there? You know, the theme for tonight is like, I'm trying to get back to my roots. I'm trying to get back to wrestling. So we were going to do wrestlers or luchadors today.
Excellent, brother. Yeah, I'm pumped. I was working on something. I messed up, and then I had to do something else to do a little bit quicker. But again, I think it's coming out pretty cool. So I'm excited. So
right on. Is it surprises? Are we going to surprise people with what we're doing?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we'll show everyone at the end because I know everybody. We'll do our big reveal. So
okay, perfect.
But then again, but yes, make sure everyone in the chat, please make sure you put your questions. And I'm going to kick things off here though, and I'm going to start off. And I usually ask a food that you hate, but I'm going to ask you, what is your last meal? What is your most favorite meal? If you had to order, what is it?
Favorite meal or last meal? So like last meal situation. Okay, so yeah, man, if I was ever in like this is the last thing you're ever going to eat on this planet. I am Chicano. I grew up in LA. You know, we're a Mexican family, and you know, to me, familial love is just like refried beans. You know, so I would want just a really good bean and cheese burrito. Like, I know that's super dumb and simple, but like, if when I'm sick and I haven't been able to taste for like a long time, as soon as I get like my taste back, one of the first things I want is just a good bean and cheese burrito. I know it's like real basic, simple food, but like something about that combination, you know, beans, cheese, and tortilla is just like, it's all I ever want in life. Yeah, so there you go, man. Bean and cheese burrito, preferably from my mom, but there are there's a few places I would also accept it from.
There you go. Yeah, I can see that now. Yeah, I was about to go. There's nostalgia to it too.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, no, I hear you, man.
Yeah,
excellent.
You know, I'm wondering if I can weasel in and steal someone's from the audience's question. Okay. They haven't asked it yet, but there's a common question, and I forget who it is that asks. Help me remember, Roscoe. I'm going to ask it and steal it from them. Can you define the difference between a burrito and a wrap?
I think it's who makes it. Honestly, I think it's for people who don't want to have to roll their R's. It's like, what's the difference between like a cheese crisp and a quesadilla, right? Like,
okay.
Like I will take white people saying quesadilla, or sorry, saying cheese crisp, so I don't have to hear them try to say quesadilla. And like, I have a list of words white people should just give up on. Like burrito is not that bad, but like they're going to say burrito instead of burrito, you know, and you know, quesadilla, like say cheese crisp. I don't know if there's a better word for chorizo, but like white people need to give up on chorizo. Like they want to hit that double R so hard. They want to be chorizo. And like, yeah, I was I used to work in advertising, and I was freelancing around town. I was in an office that I don't normally go to, and they had gotten chorizo burritos for everybody. And man, it was just a bunch of Anglo people just being like, oh, the chorizo's really good. I love the chorizo. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta go be outside for a minute because I cannot listen to this anymore. And I usually appreciate an attempt, but it's just like the how confidently wrong they are in their pronunciation. So I think that there's no difference. I think that, like, you know, if I wrap like a a cheeseburger's worth of ingredients in a tortilla, then it's a burrito now. Like it's not a wrap. I think wrap was like a attempted colonization of my culture, and I'm going to say it has failed miserably. If it's wrapped up in a tortilla and at least one end is closed, it's a burrito.
Are burritos served cold?
Depends on the burrito, man. Like, I guess you could say like if it's hot, then it's a burrito. If it's cold ingredients, but like, man, if I put turkey, I put turkey, lettuce, and tomato in a tortilla, and it's a burrito, like turkey burrito.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think there's any hot cold. Like if it's both ends closed, one end closed. If it's sauced or whatever. Yeah, man, it's like if it's wrapped up in a tortilla, if it's ingredients wrapped up in a tortilla, and at least one end is closed, it's a burrito. That's my take. That's my hot take.
Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, Philly, you stole Matt's question. Comics by the Bay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Thanks, Matt.
Yeah.
You live rent free in my head.
He's not here yet, so it's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
I'm going to apologize to everyone
That's
who
like
has to look
not
at
signing your art.
the glare on my forehead because I'm looking down, watching what I'm doing. I'm trying hard to look up on occasion.
Hey,
What's up? What up, Sketching the Beast? How you doing,
recent
brother?
guest. Welcome back.
It's all good, brother. No worries.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil's here too, so it's okay. Phil got a glare. It's all right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. No, that wasn't me making fun of Phil. That was just me talking about my own forehead, my ever increasing forehead.
That was me. That was me.
I remember the days when I had hair like you, Gonzo. All right. Let's see here. Oh, this is interesting. Actual Dracula, welcome aboard. Unless it's a chorizo, I can't say that. Then it's a here.
What do you say? USC or Iberico? I don't know that. Chorizo. The Spanish chorizo. Like I don't mess with that. That is like more of a sausage. Like I mess with Mexican chorizo, which is just primarily like beef salivary glands, and it's like it's more of a of an accoutrement to like eggs or something. Like it's not really so. I mean, you can put it on things, but it kind of disintegrates into this like a sauce that you're gonna like a chili oil kind of thing that you would like cook eggs or potatoes or both in. The Spanish chorizo, like I've had it before, it's good, but much like a Spanish tortilla, it's definitely a different thing than what I'm talking about. I'm trying to decolonize my cuisine too, so I don't mess with too much Spanish stuff. Paella on occasion, but only if I'm in New Orleans.
Oh.
Or Borough Market in England.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. I would invite everyone in the audience to submit questions for Gonzo in the chat. And a shining example of such a question would be this first one from Cindy, who asks, what is your pet peeve?
Oh, man. Bad design. Bad graphic design. And not even bad graphic design. Lazy graphic design, where if they took just 5 more minutes, they could have made it great, or at least good, right? But just
what are some instant tells for you?
When the kerning is bad, the space between the letters that they've typed out, I can tell they just typed it out and then like boom, that's the font. They didn't go back in and adjust the letter spacing. When there's no negative version of a logo, when they just designed it to be on a white piece of paper or on a white background, and then you see that they had to either add a white stroke around it to maintain it on a dark background, or they just reversed it out in a way that kind of inverts elements and has no accommodation for the halation effects that happens when you make something white on a background black. They didn't like stroke everything in so that the weight was maintained. Those are 2 of my bigger like graphic design pet peeves. Like laziness, just really like I see a lot of like first draft stuff out in the world where I'm like, if you took 5 more minutes, you spent an extra day, this could have been good. Like the idea is not terrible, but like you just kind of shit it out and put it out in the world. That's one of my bigger pet peeves. And then my other big pet peeve is when people say anniversary when they mean something that happens like that's not happening year by year. When they say something like it's our 2-month anniversary or it's our 5-week anniversry, like that's not how the word annual. That's not how annual works. Yeah, and it makes me want to punch a baby like right in the face. So yeah, so I need everybody to stop doing that
or start punching babies.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Actual Dracula. Yes, a Mexican chorizo is way better. Absolutely.
All right. Callie comes in with, do you have a least favorite character to draw?
God, I'm trying to think. I try to make everybody fun. I have yet to have to do something that like I just don't draw it if I don't like it. And no one ever really asked me to draw something I don't like. And I always find a way to make stuff that I don't like interesting. You know, like I used to like shy away from like Cable and Deadpool, but then I drew them for like commissions, and I'm like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. Like I do enjoy that. So that would have been on my list but that was like just ignorance on my part. Like I hadn't actually tried to draw them, and then realized they're actually a really good time to draw. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like I kind of don't. I don't mind anybody. I know that seems like a cop out answer, but like, yeah. I mean, I guess maybe the Punisher, and that's just because like the people who want Punisher from you are not people I want to be drawing stuff for. I guess it's probably the most diplomatic way to say that.
All right.
But that has nothing to do with the Punisher per se, so much as who's asking me to draw the Punisher, if that makes sense.
Just the fans of the Punisher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like I don't mind the Punisher. I just hate his fan club.
Okay. How would you draw a fan of the Punisher?
Oh, I mean, like how would I draw the actual fan of the Punisher? Like I know what they want from me. I just like they're gonna be like, and I shouldn't talk because I am covered in tattoos, but they're gonna be covered in a certain kind of tattoo. I think they're definitely gonna have some attempt at beard somehow. Like they're not gonna be clean shaven. I want to say their t-shirt's gonna be tighter than it should be. Definitely some kind of hat. There's gonna be some kind of hat hiding some unfortunate hair situation. They're gonna kind of want to emulate some kind of like a paramilitary sort of like a SEAL team kind of like look, but it'll look like that like a SEAL member had like a wheat allergy and is just expanded like largely. So yeah, I mean that's usually what I see when I deal with that. But I think that people who see what I do and how I do it tend to get an idea pretty early on that I'm like not their guy. You know what I mean? Like, and so, when I start asking follow-up questions, oh, that is amazing. That little tonsure wig, that is fantastic. And that is all my years of Catholic school showing that I know what the word tonsure is. Yeah.
I wonder if any Punisher fans have that kind of hairstyle going.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to say no. Yeah. And I'm sorry if I offended any Punisher. Like there are fun. I want to say there's probably fans of the Punisher, but there are Punisher fans too. You know what I mean? Like those are two different things in my head, and I hope that the emphasis on the words can explain like what I mean by that.
It's all right. We only just lost 5 viewers, but it's.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Come back. We gained 15.
So. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Turkey Trapster comes in. Do you prefer your colors on your own art or others' perspectives over your art?
Oh man, I tend to color my own stuff, mostly because I'm very bold with what my color choice is, and I do a lot of things that I think make a lot of colorists nervous. I got colored when I did some pages on the Godzilla versus Los Angeles. I did a 10-page story in there, and just for timing, and this was totally my fault, I did get colored. But then I did go back through and make a pass. I had time enough where I'm like, hey, I'm going to do one quick pass through all of this and just kind of, zhuzh it up in a way that I prefer. And that was just my own, that's just me being a dick. That wasn't anything, there was nothing wrong with it. I'm not calling out the colorist who worked on that. It was just me like needing things to be a particular way. So I guess the answer is, yeah, I prefer me over my stuff. I've colored other people's stuff. I know people tend to like my coloring, and coloring is also one of the things that really seems to be kind of definitive on what I do. Like a lot of people comment on my coloring and how like, dynamic it is and how it like pulls them in. And so because it's kind of a calling card for me, I prefer to do it over myself.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah. All right. What do we got? Anyone else chiming in? Who's got what for me?
I've got one for you. How does knowing you're going to color your own work,
yes,
how does that affect your pencil and ink?
Well, I know what I can. So, okay, here, I'm going to get a little preachy on you. I have found that a lot of modern comics, when you're passing it off, right? When you've got a penciler, when you've got an inker, when you've got a colorist, a lot of them are trying to do the most. And so the penciler is going to pencil the hell out of it. And then the inker inks the hell out of it. And then the colorist colors the hell out of it. and it can kind of become a bow on a bow on a bow, right? It's a hat on a hat is the advertising term that they use there. And in being my own colorist, I know what I can sculpt while I'm inking, what needs to be sculpted while I'm inking, and I know what I can color to add dimensionality to something. I know what's going to be like what lines are going to be color held. I know kind of the overall effect that I'm going for, so I don't have to communicate that or note that to myself, obviously. And so it makes for it makes sure that penciler Gonzo and inker Gonzo leaves room for colorist Gonzo, as opposed to just overdoing it all with the pencils and the inks, and then colorist Gonzo comes in and goes like, oh well, like what is there for me to do here? I make sure that there's a time and place for colorists to shine. I also know the kind of the color theory and the boldness with which I will apply said color theory, and that if I hatch the hell out of it and then do what I'm going to do color wise, it might be overwhelming, and so I don't do that. So it helps me pull back a little as a penciler and an inker, and then leave the coloring to the colorist. Is how I work that way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Explain how you remain creative on a deadline.
I get in my chair and I start working. I think that amateurs wait for inspiration and then start working, and professionals start working and know that the inspiration will come. I have a deadline to hit. I get to my studio. I have an external studio. It forces me to treat what I'm doing with respect. I have to get up, brush my teeth, put pants on, and drive a little bit, or ride my bike a little bit. And so by the time I got here, it's like I've kind of have to make that amount of work worth something. And also, it's my job to be in the best position possible when inspiration hits, and that position is sitting at my artboard. And so, I've got a bag of tricks that I can lean on if I don't have it in me that exact moment. But a lot of times when I'm executing one of my dumb tricks, the inspiration will show up. And, and I've talked about this before, and I apologize to anyone who's heard me say it before, but I used to surf when I was a kid. And every morning I surfed on patrol, right, off this coast of San Onofre. So it was like an hour and a half drive to get there. I would have to get up somewhere around 3:34 in the morning. And at 3:34 in the morning, I don't want to do anything, and I would just get my coffee and I would get in the truck and we would drive down there. And I found that if I got down on the shore and I drank my coffee and I started waxing my surfboard up and I looked out at the ocean, and then I put my wetsuit on and I started putting my leash on, that the rhythm of preparing to surf got my mind and body ready to surf. And so, I know that when I physically start doing the actions of surfing, that eventually my brain is in the mood to surf. The same as with art. If I come to my table, if I sit down, if I just start doing shit that doesn't require creativity, if I pull the paper out, I have the size that I work, I have to trim an inch off to make it 18 by 24. And then I lightly sand all of my pages so that there's a little more tooth to them. So if I pull it out, if I trim it, if I start sanding and then I start ruling borders on it, none of that requires creativity. That's just, math and measuring off and cutting. By the time it comes time to put marks on paper, my brain is like, oh, he's going through the motions of the creative thing. Let's start kicking ideas out. And so I kind of just fool myself into believing I'm going to make great art. And then my brain meets me there, like my body tricks my brain into meeting me at the creative place.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah,
That's neat.
Thanks.
Got a couple newcomers in the audience. Hello, Bobby Delegato.
Hey,
Hey,
Bobby.
Damien, Sleepy Reader.
Hey, Sleepy Reader Damien, how you doing, bro?
Manny's here. We got two pieces of
Hey.
art from Manny already. In fact,
excellent.
there's a good segue. Let's see. I just wanted to call out real quick and let me check Instagram. Yeah, we have art from the following people already. Kelly Comics. He sent just an average piece. Don't worry about it. Heroes for Hire, Matt.
Nice.
Manny has two. And Shop's got one in already.
Excellent.
So we have something a little fancy for you guys planned. If you guys have been thinking about submitting your art, and you never quite are sure how, well, now you don't have any excuses because we've got directions. You ready? You ready?
Here we go.
Here's how to submit your art to the Drawn to You art stream. First, take a photograph of your art with your phone. Make sure it's a photo. Videos won't work. Now that you have your photo on your device, open Instagram, then head to and follow the Drawn to You art stream profile. Submissions might not reach us quickly if you're not following. Next, click the message button. When the message window opens, click the image icon, then navigate to the photo of your art and select it. This adds your photo to your message, and now you can add a brief description if you like. Once you're ready, click the send icon to send your art. We monitor messages during the show and will answer back once we receive it. Thanks for playing along from home, and we look forward to seeing your art.
I love the picture at the end, Phil. That was hilarious.
Little My Pet Roscoe. Luchadors is today's theme. Damien?
Well, wrestlers and luchadors.
Wrestlers? Yeah. Tell you what, let me pull that banner.
I have a question for you, Gonzo.
All right, what do you got?
Are you still? Do you watch wrestling?
When I can, which is not often because I work all the time. Yeah. I mean, AEW is really all I watch. When I can. A lot of recap stuff. I'm not really a WWE guy these days, just because a lot of the people in charge over there are kind of terrible. And also like I think I've kind of at this exact moment I've kind of seen everything they're going to do. Like they haven't really made for interesting matchups or storylines in a long time. And so yeah, I'm just taking a break from WWE. AEW when I can. I really like a lot of what the women's wrestling is happening over there. So yeah, I do. But a lot of it ends up being just like I'll hear about a good match on a podcast, and then I'll go back and watch the match on YouTube. But AEW is great about putting everything up on YouTube.
Oh. Well, okay. So this is my follow-up question. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up? And do you have a new favorite?
I love El Santo is like my guy, like my luchador guy. American wrestling wise, I was a big Roddy Piper fan. I think he was like the quintessential heel. I think he was as good a heel as like Gorgeous George or one of those like old timey guys like that. So yeah, I like them. And then currently, man, I really like Jordan Grace. I like Jade Cargill a lot. Thunder Rosa's pretty great. And I like Lucha Bros. I like Phoenix a lot. I think he's a pretty dynamic wrestler. So those are probably my go-to guys. And then I think he might be retired at this point, but I was a really big Cassandro fan. I've seen Cassandro wrestle in person many, many times, and I watched him jump off the mezzanine level of the Mayan in Los Angeles down into the crowd with an actual broken ankle that I thought was a work broken ankle, but it was a shoot broken ankle. Like he had actually broken his ankle and still jumped off the mezzanine level into the crowd. So a tremendous, like, I love Exoticos, and I think that you can't get a better Exotico than Cassandro.
Nice.
Yep.
Collector P.
Huh?
Welcome aboard, Collector P.
Hey, Collector P in the building. What's up, brother?
Hey, there's a good question. I'm curious.
Right, what do we got?
Sometimes this is kind of generally for the audience in general, because sometimes we don't know the topic until the last minute, and sometimes we know the topic well in advance. So is everyone drawing during the episode, or do you guys draw in advance? This is a question for the audience. Thanks. Happiness for beginners.
Well, I'm gonna tell you straight up. I have a list of people that I have to tell as soon as I find out, because I sometimes I'm not gonna call anyone out, but I do get messages through Instagram going, "Hey, what's the topic for the next show?" Like, and our show literally just ends like with the laugh. So like people are asking me that next day, and I'm like, I'll find out. That's not. I don't act like that when you all ask me. Believe me, I don't mind.
Wait,
But
that's you?
Sometimes I just take it upon myself to let people know, but I did not act like that. Believe me.
Hey, here
I
we
got
go.
I got another question, real quick.
Okay.
Gonzo, if you had to have a like an action figure made of yourself, action
Oh,
figure,
wow.
Funko Pop, any kind of like,
Yes.
what would you be wear? Like, what is your outfit? Are you gonna turn into are you gonna make yourself a superhero? Or are you gonna make yourself just everyday Gonzo? And what is your outfit? And what is your one accessory that comes with that action figure?
I would probably be in jeans of some kind, probably like some Vans shoes. I would definitely have a skull t-shirt of some kind. Like I have so many skull t-shirts. Like that's just that is just 75% of my wardrobe is a skull t-shirt. And then probably also a denim jacket on top of that. And I would with the sleeves rolled up, I want to say probably denim jacket, sleeves rolled up. And then my accessory would be a cup of coffee.
There you go.
Yeah, in my hand. Yep. Not
Bravo.
even a pen, just a cup of coffee.
Bravo.
I know, right? I was about to say. Usually, people say a pen or a pencil, but
Yeah,
nope, cup of coffee. You need that coffee to get to that pen or pencil.
exactly. Yeah, the coffee precedes the everything else that needs to happen.
I can see that. I can see that. Awesome. I'm sorry, Phil. Were you going to say something? I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, all right.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. I'll just invite the audience to keep the questions coming. Let's see here. We've got two. One from Cindy. If money is no object, what would be your dream vacation? And I'll say money or time.
God, that's a good question. I mean, I'd like to go to Antarctica. I've been to Europe. I've been to India or Asia. I've been to Australia, North America. South America seems totally doable, but like Antarctica just seems like such a that would be. I just want to step foot on that continent. You know, like I'm definitely going to hit South America and Africa soon. No, I've been to Africa. I've landed in Africa. I should say. I've spent some time in Africa. And so I would love to get to Antarctica just to have stepped foot on every continent on the planet. But what do you do there? So like just for like going rights, like I'd love to go there. I think just to like hang out, I think Kathmandu would be a great place to go. I just love that kind of collision of Hindu, Muslim culture. It's like Chinese, it's Asia, or it's Indian. It's like it's all kind of like it's just all of these cultures kind of come together at Kathmandu. So I would love to go. And then having just gotten back from India, I love like those kind of I was in like Hyderabad, India, and I just loved the vitality of the amount of art in those cities. And I think Kathmandu is like a city like that. And I feel like I could have a really good time there. So that would probably be if I'm gonna hang out a while, Kathmandu. If I just to cross stuff off the bucket list, I think Antarctica, just to be like, all right, I did it. I touched all 7 continents.
Hey, that's cool. Have you done overseas cons?
Yeah, that's what I was doing in India. So I actually
okay.
In November I went. I spent I was gone from my home for about 30 days. I went from I did a show in India, in Hyderabad, India, and then I went from there to Thought Bubble in England, up in Leeds, and then so I did back-to-back out of the country shows, which was really cool, man. Like it's cool to see how kind of comics work in other countries, and so I mean, like especially India, like I was just saying, like art is such a part of their life that the art part of the comic like kind of doesn't phase them. And so the conversations you have are more substantial because they're not just wondering like what pens you use, like, and they want to get to like the ethos behind it. And they want to, like, oh, what made you make this comic? And like, what's, kind of, they want to talk on a deeper level because like they are not unimpressed, but like they understand art in a way, like on a kind of intrinsic level that like
already a given.
Yeah, exactly. Like most Americans are just kind of like, whoa, these colors are crazy. How do you do that? And so you end up like talking about like, and I'm like, I don't want to like shit on American audiences, but it's just, you know,
No, we're just a bunch of simpletons. No,
yeah, you know, listen, man, making art in America, you're like a magician. Like people are just like, oh my God, how did you do this? You know, and they're really kind of get caught up on like how the magic trick is done, and don't want to like kind of listen to like what the story is about. You know, like are they're a little, you know, they're a little caught on the trees and they can't really see the forest. So yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm just shitting on people, but I'm not. I was just actually. Yeah.
Well, this was probably my favorite comment right now is when Scott goes, deletes what pen do you use question.
Okay, so I use Copic multi-liners with the replaceable nibs. It's not like so, and that's like a you know, I've seen artists, you know, I have yet to see someone whose art style is completely predicated on the tools that they use. I think we all just get comfortable with stuff, and we find tools that make the lines that we want. You know, I know tremendous brush inkers that make great ink or great art with slinging ink with a brush. I personally just can't make the quality of line I want to see with a brush like that, and I save my brush work for really specific areas of like textures and stuff. And so for me to go like, oh, you know, Dave Stevens uses a brush, and we can all agree that Dave Stevens was a tremendous illustrator, and we should all aspire to be, you know, like the same with like Alex Raymond or guys like that. But if I grab the brush that Alex Raymond used, I'm not going to draw like Alex Raymond because I just don't want to make those kind of marks. And so I have found the thing that works well for me. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's Copic multi-liner. Check it out. Grab a Micron, grab a Copic, grab whatever like marker you want. Try to see if it makes the line that you want. If it's a steel nib, if it's a crow quill, if it's a brush, if it's a Sharpie. I mean, whatever gets the markdown that you want to see, and not the one that you think, you know, everyone wants to buy. You know, I always tell young artists like figure out, you know, when he was trying to figure out your style, figure out what your hand wants to do. Because if like you look at Jim Lee and the Scott Williams inks over that, and he's got these really techy, smooth, like just straight ass lines that he hatches everything with, and your hand just always wants to make organic curves, like maybe you don't try to emulate Jim Lee. It's just going to be heartache and pain for you every time you want to put something on the page. Kind of feel what your hand naturally wants to do, what your brain thinks is representational of the images that you're trying to create, and then build a style around that, as opposed to like trying to be a ballerina when you're, you know, 5'2", you know, like it's just not going to happen.
That's true. Yeah, you got to find your style. You got to find your thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know, with me, it takes, you know, well, we're mentioning. I was joking with Gonzo backstage, giving him a hard time. I'm helping everyone else that he shitted on today. No, I'm just kidding. No,
yeah.
No, I was telling him about my hands. You know, like my hands are all jacked up, and like, you know, and so things take longer for me. But yeah, it's trying to get my lines straight with my hands. Oh man. So that's why things tend to take me a little bit longer, but yeah, you just got to find your thing, your type of style, you know. I mean, it's good to, you know, to copy, you know, and to learn if you're looking at like say a Jim Lee or you know, anyone, you know. I mean, see, like I love Scotty Young. Yep. And you know, but his, you know, him and like, you know, got another guy, Daniel Warren Johnson. Their lines are so like rough, you know, but I love it. It's like that roughness, but again, that's their style. So, you know, but yeah, no, very well said.
Feel free. Yeah. And honestly, you know, try that stuff out so you figure out whether your hand can do that or not. But like, you know, we imitate until we understand, and then we can innovate, right? Like you just kind of
Ringo,
you know, you know, taking it, pulling it apart by putting it down on the page will help you understand what their objectives were. And I think if you try to emulate someone's approach more than their style, you'll be better served, right? Like and then just figure out how your style can service an approach as opposed to using their approach to, you know, or using their style to service that same approach.
Right. Yep. Excellent, bro.
Thanks.
2 non-comic related questions.
All right, let's do these.
The first one, a holiday you just can't get into.
Oh man, that's a good question. You know what? This is gonna sound bad. Father's Day. Like I have 2 kids, and I'm just like, You want to do something for me for Father's Day? Just
Get out of here.
Leave me alone. And I hate to sound like a grumpy dad like that, but yeah, man, it's like I just I would just prefer to like have a day would be better than to like help plan and execute on a day meant to celebrate me, you know?
Okay.
I guess is my grumpy, you know. And then Valentine's Day I think is bullshit too.
Okay.
So yeah, my wife, luckily I married someone who also thinks Valentine's Day is bullshit. And so
Hey, there
we
you
never do anything on Valentine's Day.
There you go.
Okay. Actually, we have more than one, a bunch of non-comics related questions. Next, if you could be any animal for a day, what would you choose and why?
Oh man,
I
that's a good
love
question.
that question.
I would like I probably some kind of bird. Like I love being up high. I love flying. I love being able to see like the curvature of the earth in the right, you know. So whatever bird can fly the highest, like those ospreys or something, just to get up there and like, you know, have the updrafts keeping me up, you know, and also to be kind of part dinosaur, which would be fantastic. So yeah, definitely, definitely a bird. I mean, yeah, man, anyone who's ever seen a cassowary should have no problem believing that birds used to be dinosaurs or are dinosaurs.
Love it. I want to be a panther. Ooh,
Big cat.
I don't know what I would be. Phil, what would you be? And I know you're not. I know people are wanting you to say squirrel, but I know that's not true.
First, get out the squirrel boy clip. I'm not sure, and here's kind of maybe alludes to why I'm not sure. Because a follow-up question is, if you could hear what animals think, would you want to?
Oh man, absolutely. Like I would love to know, like, because I have a dog, and I'm always like, how is she? Like we were just out of town, and we got to town. We picked her up when we were driving home, and she seems to know that she's near home when we start driving home, right? And so like I'm wondering like what is it like what makes sense to her? Like what is she like? Oh, there's that fire hydrant. Oh, there's that bush I like, or there's that one time I saw a cat there. You know what I mean? Like how does her internal monologue like make sense of the world to her? So yeah, I would love just kind of like every animal. I would love to know like how it is they make sense of the world, because you know it's wrong to anthropomorphize animals and kind of ascribe our emotions and rationale to them, but they do have some kind of internal something they're doing. They're making some kind of sense.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that'd be neat. I mean, that's kind of crazy, but yeah, man, I don't. I mean, I would love to talk to my dog, but I already know my dog just sounds like, you know, he's just that's all he does. He's just give me that ball, you know, and then that's it. Like he just runs around like a big goof. So I know I wouldn't have the most interesting conversations with him, but I still would want to. I'm wondering what their voice would sound like. You know what I mean? Like, because we all have different voices, you know?
Yeah.
I can talk with oh man.
I guess when choosing an animal I would want to be, I guess I think of animals I like watching. So I guess big cats. I might be into being a big cat.
Oh, cheetah cam?
Well, no bigger than a cheetah. Cheetahs are kind of wimpy on the big cat scale.
Oh, so you want like a lion or
I mean, I like the cheetahs, but
you should be a liger.
A liger. Anyway, they're just maybe a black panther. I have a cat that is very panther-like. Anyway, here's another one. Do you have a favorite Muppet? And if so, which one?
Gonzo.
Ooh.
Honestly,
Gonzo.
yeah. So which Gonzo seems like cheating though, because I'm Gonzo. If I had to go other than Gonzo, I like New Zealand a lot. I think he's kind of a maniac, and I think he's an underrated maniac when it comes to the Muppet. He's the guy with the little red nose, mustache, and like the like Elizabethan ruffle around his neck.
And he has the exploding fish, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. New Zealand is a maniac, and and it's almost like he's up to weird shit, and they almost like never acknowledge it. It's like whatever, like if they're like, Lou, what are you up to? He says something that really should be investigated, but nobody seems to have time for it. So yeah, New Zealand is my favorite Muppet. Yeah.
Yo, that is such an awesome answer, because I don't think anyone ever says Lou ever, and he is such a underused and underappreciated Muppet.
Absolutely.
And he's nuts. He'll be like, ah! He just like he freaks out and then he just runs off. And you're like,
Yeah,
and everyone's like, all right, back to what we were doing.
Yeah, they're like, well, that happened, and then they keep going. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's why I love the enigma that is New Zealand.
Man.
Is he related, do you think, in a way to Animal?
I don't know. No, because I don't know what animal I remember, but yeah, he's just he's just an agent of chaos.
Okay.
In a way that he's disarmed by his kind of French clown appearance. Yeah, Lou's the best. What about you guys? What are your favorite Muppets?
Oh man.
God,
that's tough.
Beaker for me, I think, or Grover.
I love so many. Well, actually, they've been using him a lot with these last, I guess, 5 to 10 years. But Pepe is hilarious. I mean, he is awesome. He's been really great. Rizzo used to be one of my favorites. I used to love Rizzo a lot. Rizzo the Rat with Gonzo. They were a cool tandem. But I mean, Fozzie's always classic. But I love I'm a big Sesame Street guy, so Cookie Monster is probably my top. I love Cookie Monster. But I was gonna say, do you guys know? I forgot. I'm blanking on his name, but the big giant brown guy.
Oh God, I just had it. It's
it starts with an L, right?
Yeah, hold on, man. I lost his name. Someone in the chat should know. It's like Sweetums, right? Isn't that Sweetums?
Oh, Sweetums.
Oh,
Yes.
I forgot about him.
So I was gonna say, Phil was asking if I feel like Animal and Sweetums, they look kind of like they would be more, I think, because they have that bottom lip. They have that big bottom lip. So I always think like those two kind of look like, but yeah, oh man, I don't know. Muppets. See, I love Jim Henson. Jim Henson's like one of my guys. Like he is just such a creative person. And I just love all the Muppets and every, all those puppets that he created. There's just so many amazing. I mean, even come on, Labyrinth. I mean,
That's right. Totally forgot about that. Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, so it's hard to say. I have so many because I love Muppets, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna go with Cookie Monster because that was I guess when I was really small, I had a stuffed Cookie Monster, so and I always brought her a bunch of places, but yeah, I guess that would be. I love them all of them.
Did you so to swing this back to comics? Did you ever read Tales of Sand when that came out?
I did not actually.
Oh man, so it's Ramon Perez illustrating a Jim Henson screenplay that never got turned into an actual movie, and this is surrealist Jim Henson, the one who did I think it's called A Matter of Time, or have you seen the Time video or a movie that Jim Henson made in the 60s? Or it's real avant-garde kind of hippie stuff. So yeah, it's similar in tone to the kind of absurdity of that, but it's a lot more propulsive in its narration. And it's also Ramon Perez art, so it's fucking beautiful. So yeah, Tales of Sand, man. It's almost wordless. I think there might be a couple of words in it, but highly recommend it. I mean, it came out probably 15 years ago, but if you ever see one in a back issue or at a bookstore somewhere, yeah, grab Tales of Sand. If you're a Henson guy, you definitely should grab it.
All right, let me write this. And would you say it was called Tales of Sand?
Yeah, Tales of Sand or Tale of Sand. Hold on, let me look. God, now I gotta look it up. Let me see. It's one of those two.
I just wrote it down, but yeah, because I'm
there it is.
Right now there's
yep.
Oh, go ahead. Tale of Sand.
Yes, exactly. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you saw, but Muppet Noir is a new book that just came out.
Shit, no, I haven't seen that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're doing a Kermit is a PI, and so it's it's pretty cool, but yeah, no, but yeah, I'm gonna check that out. But they did some other, I don't know if do you remember the Storyteller that?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think they did some recently, just Jim Henson books, and they had a bunch of those covers and stuff, and it was just wild. But
right on.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's cool. Yeah, sorry, I'm listening. I'm just I'm working on my piece. I didn't want to get too distracted.
No, you're good.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to take time away from other people asking questions. That's
Yeah. Exactly. We're just messing around. Who's got questions? Sorry, I feel like we have skipped over some people.
Let's see. Bobby, I'm going to save yours for a moment, but I did just get your 6 submissions.
Yeah, my God, Bobby.
Instead, here's a question. When you write for yourself, do you write full script, Marvel style, your own hybrid approach?
I work Marvel style, and I kind of so I will hold on a sec. I think I'm in arm's reach of this. So hold on one second while we're talking. I can pull some stuff out. So I write like an outline of the entire story arc, and I'm like, okay, these things need to happen, and then I will break that into an outline of an issue where I'm like, okay, and these 3 things from this outline, I'm going to take those 3 things, I'm going to put them in issue 1. These 2 things will be 2, this, whatever. And then once I have that written out, I will kind of outline the 4 or 5 things that need to happen in the book. And that'll just be a bullet pointed outline. We're going to open on the city. We're going to have a match. We're going to go to his house. We're going to go to this movie premiere. We're, and it'll probably be like, about that. And then I thumbnail everything on sheets of paper where I can see all of the issue on one single piece of paper, including all of the 2-page spreads. And then I will figure out the panels, and I'll make little notes like dialogue notes and shit. And then like, I didn't like that page, so I literally taped over it. And then sometimes like you'll see it just, I think it's like, where am I at here? I think it just says fight like right here. Like I was just gonna make a fight there. Like, so some of the stuff I don't really work out, like the choreography of a fight and stuff, but I just look, and this allows me to see the entire book. And then I can see that like, oh, there's a lot of small panels, head talkings here. And then that happens for a while before we get to a fight. So maybe I open up this conversation so it's not 4 pages of small panels before we get to a page of big panels. Like I try to see the rhythm of the book and knowing how all the spreads work together, and then how the spreads work next to other spreads as far as page turns go and stuff like that. And then I take like, this little, like one of these, I'll just, or this one, like I'll rule out like what that needs to be. I'll draw the buildings, and then I usually use these thumbnails as like guides. And then, sometimes I'll like have a better idea. Like I'll just be like, oh, these will actually work better if they're vertical panels or horizontal. So, but for the most part, I stick to what I thumbnailed. Like the real job of being a comic writer kind of happens when I thumbnail it. Like I'm making the story, and little things might change here or there. And then once I do the thumbnails, I pencil in color, and then I'll go back and do a lettering pass. And I have my script that I know what needs to happen. While I'm drawing it in my head, I know like sometimes when I'm penciling or inking it, I'll get dialogue ideas, and that's usually when I go back to the thumbnails and I jot down little dialogue notes. I also will have like a notes doc or I'll text myself with like some good, like, oh, that's a good line, like I'll text it to myself, and then I'll try to be good and consolidate those all in a place, and that way by the time I get to my lettering pass, I can just be like, okay, here's like what this guy needed to say. And I also, depending on what I drew, I can see whether or not the speech I wrote really needs to go there, or if it's being fully conveyed with the visuals, or maybe I need to say less because the visuals kind of do it. And so, so I work Marvel style with myself.
Speaking of page turns and maybe page layout in general, when you're working for other publishers, are you given a heads up as to where house ads will be, etc.?
I generally just put them all in one end these days. Like nobody really has them interrupt stuff. I have yet to do any sequentials for like Marvel or anything. Like I just do covers, and honestly, like I usually make room for like mastheads and stuff. And then sometimes Marvel's like, oh, we didn't want to cover the cover your artwork up, so we put the shrunk it and put it down there. I'm like, I would have drawn it differently if I'd known that was an option. So I have also sent Marvel like suggestions on how the masthead could lie, like on the Daredevil cover I did. Like I mocked up having the words go behind the main characters and stuff, and they ended up executing that when they ended up doing it. So and I have asked, like early on, I was like, hey, is this cool that I like kind of make suggestions, or are you guys like, or am I stepping on someone's toes? And they're like, no, you're good. Like you can definitely make suggestions. So they're really open. Marvel's really open to suggestion and kind of ideas. They've come to me and been like, hey, we want X, Y, and Z to happen on this cover. I'm like, okay, cool, and I'll thumbnail it. and I'll also give them another idea. Go, oh, have you thought about maybe doing it like this though? And 9 times out of 10, they've been like, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that version. That sounds better. So, yeah,
Oh,
they're
that's
you know, yeah, for a big
That's cool.
company, they are really open to having those kind of suggestions. Like they really just want like artists to be able to do their thing. You know, I think, you know, I don't want to put like words in anyone's mouth, but I think that like a lot of people just don't push back when they're given a set of instructions. They're like, oh, okay, I'll just do what they asked me to, and knowing that it'll get approved. Hey, man, it's a business of deadlines. If you know the thing you're going to do is going to get out the door sooner, like I definitely understand that compulsion, but I kind of like want to be valued as a thinker as well as a hand, as a wrist, you know. So I'm always down to like suggest something that maybe even is going to take me longer than what they were asking for, but that's just because I'm dumb. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Let's see. Do you have a favorite adult beverage?
I have been sober for 36 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't, but when I drank, and to this day, I love the smell of Jack Daniels. Like I just, yeah, like I was a Jack Daniels guy when I drank, and man, if I can catch a whiff of it, like walking through a bar, it takes me back. And probably if I was to suddenly start drinking again, it would probably be just Jack Daniels. Just you know, not even Jack and Coke, just straight Jack.
Fair enough. Let's talk about cons.
Okay.
Two questions.
All right. What do we got?
2 favorite talents, dream talents to be in between at a con.
Oh man. Geez, at this point, so like living or dead, because I can give you like the dead answer.
Well, let's do living first, and then we'll go to dead.
God, who do I like? I probably Jose Luis Garcia Lopez would be on one side. And there's another good question. Who would be the second person? Man, who do I, you know, it's funny, like it's hard because I know a lot of people now and I get to like hang out and spend time with like, you know, I would probably say someone like Jaime Hernandez, but like I get to spend time with Jaime all the time. Like I'm sorry, I don't mean to like name drop. I end up at several, like many shows a year. I will end up with Jaime Hernandez, and anytime I can just kind of sit with him and kind of listen to him talk about like the business is always is always great. I literally like I did a show last year in Austin, and he was the guy to my right. Like we have sat next to each other. I'm trying to think who.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think other than that. Yeah, probably honestly, probably like Matt Wagner. I feel like if I could get like Matt Wagner on one side and Jose Luis Garcia Lopez on the other, I would be a happy camper. You know, because like Wagner was there for like the early days of Kamiko, and he was there doing
Mage was a favorite when I was growing up.
Yeah, all of that. Like, you know, he knows indie comics because he did his independent stuff.
Grendel, and
he knows Grendel. You know, he hired the Pander brothers to do Grendel over at Kamiko, so he's had people work on his characters. You know, to the Tim Sale stuff that he did at Dark Horse. He's also been like, you know, he's got to do Batman, and he's got to do like, you know, stuff like that. So like, I think if I could model my career after anyone, it would probably be like Matt Wagner, because he's got to do his own thing. You know, he started off doing his own thing, much like I did, and then he got to start doing corporate stuff, much like I have. But then he got to do kind of more and more and have fun with it. And I think, yeah, if I could get like career advice, I would love to be next to Matt Wagner and just kind of hear how he navigates it all, you know, while like not giving short shrift to like the stuff that that he owns. So there we go. That's my answer.
Am I making this up? Does Matt Wagner have a son that might be in the business?
Yes, he colors. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, he colors. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good question. I follow him on Instagram. Hold on, I'll dig this up for you. He's good too. Nice. Yeah. Let's see, Wagner.
So we're getting some good submissions in, folks, and I'll just take this opportunity to say, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to say last call. So if you're working on something,
son of a gun,
start putting the finishing touches on it and getting those cameras out, because
I can't find his son. Sorry, I'm going to start. We're working on. I gotta get. We're coming up on last call. Holy cow! This all went. See, this is what happens when I start answering questions.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we need to do the disclaimer. We need to warn the guest early on that careful, we're going to distract you and make you talk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I'll ask
Right.
Roscoe a question, and then I will give it to you. Roscoe,
That's me.
let's see, you have your pick of 3 huge hardcover coffee table art books by your favorite artists, comic or not. Whose books do you choose?
Well, okay, so there's one that I want to read that I haven't read, but I'm obsessed with the show. And I just saw the first giant omnibus hardcover just came out for it recently, and that's Invincible. Um, I really want to read that. So that's going to be there. I love Middle West by Scotty Young, Jorge Corona. Um, they do a great job. Man, and the third, my third one would be, that's a great question. It would be, you know what? It would be sports related. And it would, if there was one, I don't know if this is real, but if it had I would want maybe I'm a big New York Giants fan, so if there was a history of the New York Giants, maybe I'd have that. Or I know there's probably one.
Uh-oh.
Do we lose
for the
him?
Yankees, a lot bigger book. So
I'm sorry, you had a lag spike there. You want to repeat that last part?
Oh, I'm sorry. Or I was going to say the Yankees. The Yankees would probably be because it would be a bigger book and probably more history than the Giants. So.
I'm curious if either of you have heard of a painter by the name of Leroy Neiman.
Oh yeah, I know Leroy
Okay.
Neiman. Yeah.
He's the only painter I associate with sports, and it's all because of Playboy magazine.
Yep.
So, okay.
But yeah, no, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm still like a rookie, I mean, I've been doing it for a couple of years, but again, I still don't know. I feel like I don't know jack, compared to everyone else in this hobby. But I know there's something else. There's something I'm not thinking of or something, but there's so much beautiful artwork too that I don't know. But those are just off my head, top of my head right now.
All right. How many do we get? 3 of them? Is that the? I would say. So I've got a ton of Kirby stuff. Like I have probably 60 Kirby books, so I don't need any Kirby. The Alex Toth artist edition is here. I've got a ton of John Romita Sr. art books, so those are all taken care of. So that's and I have a ton of Darwin Cook stuff. So I kind of feel like those are taken care of. I wouldn't need a book. So I'm gonna get kind of a little weird. That mine would all just be people I appreciate in other art fields. I would want a collection of Sal Bass's work, the graphic designer and the guy who did the credits for Psycho and a bunch of other. He's just a consummate graphic designer. Developed the new Bell Telephone logo. So Sal Bass would definitely be one of them. Just all of his work would be great. I would also say there's a guy named Charles Schreed, whose work you have seen, but you don't know that you've seen it. He was a futurist artist in the 50s and 60s. He did a lot of work for Motorola on these kind of homes of the future. And a lot of that either got ripped off wholesale or copied to some degree for the backgrounds in the Venture Brothers. So if you know,
cool.
yeah. So that guy's name is Charles Schreed. It's Schridde, if I'm not mistaken. And then there's another American illustrator named Sandy Costin. I think that's his last. Now I'm gonna have to look that up. And Costin was just a great Life magazine illustrator, and he did a really great spread on the Bay of Pigs invasion. I think as well as, hold on, now I got to find out if I spelled his name right. Good God, I might have said his name wrong. Illustrator. Where are we? Cossin. Kossin, Sandy Cossin. And so I would want a book of, and I've seen his other stuff, but he's not a guy who you get. I don't know that he has a book, kind of dedicated to him. But yeah, Sandy Cossin, and then if I had a fourth choice, I would want a book of Ivan Earl artwork, which is the background animator for Sleeping Beauty, and he does these really geometric, angular, takes on like landscapes where like trees are these just like spires that have like textures to them and stuff. It's really beautiful stuff. So and then Ivind is spelled like Eyevind. Ivind. Earl is like Earle, I believe. Ivind Earl. So those would be the guys. I think somewhere between like the Sandy Costin and the Ivind Earl might be a toss up, but definitely the Charles Schreid and definitely the Saul Bass.
Okay. Nice.
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 Cool.
Welcome aboard, James Nugg. Welcome aboard, Papa Roscoe.
Hey, what up, Dad?
How'd the Knicks do?
What up, Jimmy? Appreciate everyone being here. I just want to give a thank you everyone for being here. Truly appreciate you hanging out. If you're here live, if you're watching a rewind, thank you so much. I truly appreciate the support. Hit that like button. I think you should, just because we got J Gonzo here today. So and we also got Phil. Don't forget that. Hey, Knicks won. All right. I got my hat on, baby. Awesome. I knew they were winning there. But excellent. Thanks, Dad. But again, thank you, everyone. Truly appreciate you being here. Please make sure you're getting your submissions in. I know Phil is already. I can see him looking at the Drawn to You Instagram. I could just see it in his glasses. So I know.
Really?
Please make sure that everyone is sending your artwork over to the Drawn to You Instagram. I know Phil played a video. Thank you, Phil, for doing that. I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I'm going to do that one more time in a minute. Can I do an official last call? And then, or do you want to do the last two questions?
Oh, yeah. Do the last two questions. Now we'll be
last call coming up. We're cutting you off on the
we'll
questions.
give Gonzo a little bit more time.
Here we go.
I'm trying so hard.
Well, these are nice.
No, you're fine, bro.
This will buy a little time. It's a nice topic.
You still can draw through this or that too. So don't forget.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So Bobby asks, what music have you been listening to lately?
Oh, that's a really good question. So there is this is so dumb. There is a Korean kind of art folk band called Linalchi. They're like old jazz heads, and they do kind of like Korean folk art or folk music by way of like Talking Heads, maybe.
Oh man!
And so it's like really interesting, weird stuff. The instrumentation's great, and so I have made a Pandora station for them, which has yielded me a lot of British hip hop, like a lot of female British hip hop singers. So like Lil Sims is one of them, and I'm trying to think who the other ones are. But and then like I know there's another singer named Noga Erez who comes up on there a lot. So I've been really digging on that a lot lately, is like listening to that Pandora station and just discovering all of this kind of like new crop of like kind of avant-garde devotees of like Talking Heads, but also like the English hip hop is kind of fantastic as well. So a lot of that, and then my usual kind of like early 80s post-punk is kind of always in high rotation. So so I'm Bauhaus is going to come up a few hundred times a day. So that's where most of my time kind of lives.
Me down a rabbit hole.
Yeah. There you go.
I know, right? Me and Phil are definitely going to be looking up all this music.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
me and Phil, me and Phil have like we have such a broad, huge like range of just music. So it's funny because I'll be like, "Oh, Phil, you got to check this out and this," and he's like, "Oh man, okay, all right," and he's like, "Hey, you got to check this," and so. But oh man, definitely, yep, we're definitely going to be looking that up now.
Okay. Yeah, Linalchi's great. Like I can fully. They have like 2 albums out, so there's not a whole lot of them. But it's like Linalchi is like Leenalchi. So highly recommend. They're like one of my favorite finds in like the past 2 or 3 years has been Linalchi.
When you find an artist, do you go back and look at the discography?
I try to check everything out that I can, unless it's like daunting, like, oh, they've got 12 albums out or something. But but I also like making a seed station in Pandora out of them, because then I can listen to stuff that Pandora thinks is kind of commensurate or similar, has a similar ethos to them.
Yeah.
I don't know how female British hip hop singers kind of fit into that world, but it's I'm not mad at it. It's been great.
So it's interesting. You've said Pandora now. Is that your streaming platform of choice, or do you
Yeah,
use
I never
others as
really.
well?
Yeah, no, I would never really jive with Spotify. I like the kind of discoverability of Pandora, where I can just put a seed artist in, and then it like it gives me kind of like, oh, here's other things like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. So
Okay.
especially when like it's new artists, right? Because like as a dude in
Yes.
his 50s, it's just hard to find
It
new
is.
music, So
It is.
if I can if I can find bands that are less than 40 years old, 30 years old, I feel like I've won. Like I don't know what has
So
the
true.
sensibilities of like Kaifanis or something like a band like that, where I'm like, I like Kaifanis back in the day, but like I don't know who's kind of doing that these days, and so I will go just pump in Kaifanis as a seed artist and then see what Pandora tells me is good.
That's neat.
Nice.
I'll have to give that a shot because I find that challenging too. How do you discover new stuff?
Yeah.
It only shows you the stuff you've been watching.
Yep.
To a degree. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a TikTok dance, right? No,
yeah, definitely not.
Or OnlyFans. I'm so tired of.
Yeah.
I've got to watch out from that. I'm not. I've run out of content to create. Bobby asks, and here we go. This will be the last question of the evening. Bruce Lee, Jay Lee. Am I saying that right? Or generally the car?
Oh,
Jay Lee or generally?
I'm gonna go with Bruce Lee. I like Jay. He's good. Like we've met, we've hung out. He was next to me at a con, oddly enough. To bring it all back to that. Good guy. Like really enjoyed talking to him and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean like Bruce Lee's the best, man. Like I'm a kung fu theater guy. Like I loved all of that stuff. So yeah, Bruce Lee, definitely.
Nice. Oh, I like Scott said only Phil's.
Oh, that's a scary concept.
Yeah, that's true.
No, back slowly away from that.
He only wears that wig. That's what. No.
but not on my head.
Oh man! Last call, everybody. No.
Yeah.
All right, Phil, you want to play your video one more time?
Yeah, one last time. Here you go. Last call, folks. And in the event that you are just coming in or are unfamiliar, here's how you can get that to us. Here we go. And I'm kind of, hey, Roscoe, let's just put this up on the channel for you. Here's how to submit your art to the Drawn to You art stream. First, take a photograph of your art with your phone. Make sure it's a photo. Videos won't work. Now that you have your photo on your device, open Instagram, then head to and follow the Drawn to You art stream profile. Submissions might not reach us quickly if you're not following. Next, click the message button. When the message window opens, click the image icon, then navigate to the photo of your art and select it. This adds your photo to your message, and now you can add a brief description if you like. Once you're ready, click the send icon to send your art. We monitor messages during the show and will answer back once we receive it. Thanks for playing along from home, and we look forward to seeing your art.
Woo-wee, very nice.
Awesome. Yeah, so please, everyone, make sure you get your stuff in.
Yeah, real quick.
Because I guess we all know what time it is, right, Phil? Is it it's about that time. Is that correct?
Yes. Last call.
There it is. Last call, everyone. It's on the clock. It says it on the clock.
Also,
it's also what time is it?
Isn't it time for this?
Or that. You can go with this.
Or maybe go with that.
You can go at this.
You want to go with that?
You could go with this.
Or maybe go with that.
Want to go with this?
Or maybe go with that.
You want to go with this?
Or want to go with that?
You can go with this.
Or maybe go with that.
You can go at this.
Or maybe go with that.
You could go with this.
Or maybe go with that.
Oh, did you get that?
Yes.
All right, Gonzo. You ready
right.
for this or that, brother?
I am, as I desperately try to finish this in time. But okay, go ahead.
All right,
Shoot.
I'll read them very slow. No.
Okay, yeah. Please do.
All right, here we go. Let's do what's better, 90s WWF or 90s WCW?
90s, WCW.
Nice.
Yep.
Who would you rather join, DX or NWO?
I mean, Four Horsemen's not an option. I'm gonna go with NWO. Yeah. I really didn't like DX when it was happening. I mean, I see the point of him now, but it was nothing I was into back in the day.
Cage match or tables, ladders, and chairs match?
Cage match for sure.
Better submission move, Bret Hart sharpshooter or Kurt Angle ankle lock?
Sharpshooter, absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah. Without doubt. Yeah. So much so that
Nasty
it's still
Boys
being
or-
emulated. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. Nasty Boys or Hardy Boys?
Hardy Boys, man. I saw the Hardys at like a $10 show here, and it was like 15, like $5 extra to go ringside, and it was like my son's birthday, so I'm like, well, fuck, we'll pay $5 extra, which got us in like an hour before the show. We got to meet and greet with all of them, and there was like maybe 10 other people there. Chris Hero was there. Brian Cage was there. And the Hardys, and yeah, it was great. It was a great time. And then
That's awesome.
and then I got to say the
just
Hardys, that triumphant return they had back to Mania when they like got dropped after they had been doing all of that Impact stuff. Fuck, I'm losing it. But they were doing all those crazy videos because no one gave a shit about them. And they're like, oh, just do whatever you want. And they started making all this heat because they were making those insane videos with the Brother Nero and all of that stuff. And then they left that promotion, and then WWE picked them up, and there was that tag team 4-way that everyone thought New Day was going to come into, and New Day had been the MCs for the night, and they come out and they're like in their ring gear, so it looks like they're going to insert themselves into this match. Like, oh, there's one more contestant in this match, and like they go to take a step, and the Hardys music comes up, and dude, they came running out. The place went nuts, just fucking nuts. And the look on their faces, because they knew they had just paved their own way back to the like after all of their turmoil before and getting let go and going to these smaller promotions, they like just built their way back to the WWE and Mania and like the biggest stages. And like that moment right there, like whatever has happened since then, and kind of their inability to really like WWE's inability to kind of like capitalize on their popularity or make like a compulsion, whatever has happened wasn't quite what it maybe could have been. But that moment when they go back into Mania, I think it's like WrestleMania 30 maybe is when it was, but like,
wow,
I could watch that music sting and then come out, and the looks on their faces, man, they're so happy. It is amazing. So sorry, so definitely them. Yes. Sorry.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's all good, brother.
Yeah.
That's great. And for a couple bucks more, that's wicked that you got to move, right to ringside. Just
yeah. I mean, it was ridiculous. Like, dude, like local shows, like if you like wrestling, find local shows. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like I've seen so many people that like, because we're only 6 hours from LA. So we'll get some real talent here that just drops in on some $5, $10 show. And I got to tell you, man, I have never been more impressed with wrestling than when I have either it's free or less than $20. Like, those I've never walked out of a $20 show going like, well, that wasn't worth 20. Like I am always blown away by those guys. Are like they're leaving it all in the ring, man. It is amazing. So yeah. So anyone into wrestling, watch local wrestling as much as you can. You won't regret it at all.
Yeah, and especially if you have kids, no lie. Like if you got little kids, that's awesome.
Yep.
All right, here we go. VHS or DVD?
I'm a VHS guy. Yeah. I mean, I grew up, when I rented, God, I'm trying to think of like all the movies that were important to me as a kid, like your Mega Forces, your Star Wars. I also had to rent a VCR to play those tapes on, because that's how early VHS was. So if you remember renting VCRs, it's time to get your prostate checked. But those were glorious days. I don't think people people under 40 probably under like 45 don't remember what it's like to suddenly have access to movies when you wanted them in your house. Like, you could catch a Sunday afternoon movie, whatever, but they were going to cut it up. It was going to have commercials, but to get the theatrical release and bring it home to your house, because like sometimes movies were just gone. And if they weren't like all of this, like, grindhouse stuff, all of the like, horror movies, all of that stuff, like there was like 5 that got shown on TV, and the other 500 that existed just disappeared. And so for me to be able to rent a VCR and then go grab Toxic Avenger and put that in, watch that as like a 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid, man, holy cow! Like people really underestimate like the appetite that created gives us everything we love today. That kind of on demand, like we should have it here in our home. Like that was created by VCRs and VHS tapes, and
So true.
they were magic. I really just can't explain to you how magical that seemed in like the early 80s. So sorry. So VHS, absolutely.
All right. Better green character, Hulk or Kermit?
Oh man. God, that's a way harder question than I think it has any right to be. Because Kermit is optimism in the face of tragedy always, right? Like the show's never going like it should, but he always has faith that it's going to work out somehow, and he's always committed to trying to make it right as much as humanly possible. He's just like, something's going to happen, and I need to make sure that it goes as smoothly as possible, question mark. Whereas Hulk is this great parable about like kind of the monster that we can all become, and the duality of man and all of these things. But I gotta say, man, especially in today's climate, like having to deal with your monster versus eternal optimism, like I gotta go Kermit. He's who we all need to be right now.
Hey, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is so true. All right, robots or dinosaurs?
I'm a robots guy for sure. Yeah. I
Okay.
love so I grew up when like Japanese robots were just getting over here, like the Brave Ray Dean and Mazinger and Robotech was like making its first run here. And I really caught the what is it, Iron Man 28. I really caught the kind of golden age of giant robot cinema or anime in America. And yeah. So I have a 24-inch Mazinger like sitting like 6 feet that way. Like I think there's like some robot. I think there's some robots on here too. Like I am definitely a robot guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hot and sweaty or cold and shivering?
I will take hot and sweaty any day. I mean, not just because I live in Phoenix, but I cannot stand being cold. Like it ruins my day. Like I have jumped in the ocean when it was a little too cold and I just had to go home. Like I'm just done for the day. I grew up in Southern California. I live in Arizona. And for me, and I have to, like, I realize a lot of people are going to give me flack for this, man. Anything below 60 degrees is freezing. Is just freezing. Like I don't want 55. I don't want, if you're telling me there's 40 degrees, there's 20 degrees. No, like I refuse to accept that 20 degrees is a temperature that you can do anything other than go inside. So yeah, I mean, I'll deal with 110. I've dealt with 120, 121. A couple, I think last July we did 30 days every day in July, 31 days in July. Every day was over 110. Again, no problem with that. I will go about my business. But if it was suddenly 20 degrees for 4 days, I would have food sent to my house every day and I would never leave. Yeah.
All right. Sticky hands forever or slimy feet forever?
Slimy feet because I draw for a living. Like I just couldn't deal. Like I need to. Yeah, exactly. I don't move that much. Come on.
All right. For 24 hours straight, would you rather wear wet socks or wet gloves?
Wet socks. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know, again, I can't, like when my hands don't work, like it's, it ruins my life. You know what I mean? Like I draw for a living and I draw to unwind from drawing all day. You know what I mean? Like all I do is draw. So yeah, man, like if I like, yeah, I couldn't deal with not being able to draw. That would ruin me.
What's your go-to, air guitar or air drums?
Oh, I'm an air guitar guy. I mean, I play guitar. There's like 2 sitting behind me right there.
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, I do. And I should say I play badly. Like I'm not good at all. So don't worry about it.
I was going to ask you to play something, but all right.
I mean, yeah. Nobody wants that. Yeah.
All right. I just got a couple more here for you.
Okay, that's cool.
Let's go with Oh, this is for Phil. Would you rather be in a treehouse or an underground bunker?
Do we lose Phil? Is that from Phil or
No,
for Phil?
no. I mean, this is no. This is for you, but this is
Oh.
a like Phil because
Phil's
Phil's is Phil's treehouse. So,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh, treehouse. Yeah, I just said it before. I love being up high. Like,
Oh, there
when
you
I was a kid, I climbed trees like like every day. Like I was like that was my thing. Like I was the guy who could climb the highest, the fastest, all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm a treehouse guy. Yeah, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. How do you recharge, alone or with family and friends?
I would prefer with family and friends, but it ends up being alone just because of like the way like life works right now. It's like it's hard to get anyone to do anything. But if I had like when when I was younger, I would always like on the way home, I would stop at a coffee shop where I knew everybody. If that was even remotely available to me now, I would do it. But like when I leave work, it's generally like 7 o'clock at night, and no, everyone's with their families or in bed and stuff. So, but man, if there was like if there was a cool coffee shop or bar near me where I just knew people and I could just go like stop and kind of hang out for like a couple hours and then go to bed, man, like that, yeah, that would be great. But
Not how
that's
it
just
is,
not life
man.
anymore, man. Yeah, nobody has those third spaces anymore. Like I love people.
No.
Like I legitimately do. I know it's like kind of it's become trendy to be like a mild misanthrope these days, or like people are the worst and blah, blah, blah. Like dude, I genuinely love people. I love being around people. I love conventions. I love airports. I love crowds of people. I love sporting events, like all of that shit. Like I got no problem and just bullshitting with people around me and all that stuff. I love being in line so I can just like make jokes or but man, the world just isn't set up for that now. People like nowadays are like looking at you like, is he talking to me? Like, you don't know me. I'm like, I'm just trying to make it fun, man. We're all in this together. Why not like joke around a little bit? So
That's the truth, brother. That's the truth.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, my last two.
Okay, let's do these.
Here we go. Disney or DreamWorks?
I'm a Disney guy, I just I don't even know like DreamWorks like what they do have some hits, man. Like I love Kung Fu Panda is amazing. But other than that, like I can't think of a whole lot that really puts them above Disney, like those
Well,
those,
Shrek is up there, right?
yeah, not really for me. I find when animation is a joke machine, like it doesn't work as well. Like I think that give it a reason, like those old Ward Kimball kind of Chuck Jones, like give it a reason to be animated. And I think that animation became like a writer's medium for some reason, like in the past couple of decades. And they're fine, but like they could have been live action for the most part. And there's not a whole lot of reason for Shrek to be animated, other than he's an ogre. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I mean, like I'm not shitting on it. They are funny. It has some funny parts, but most of the funny is the writing and not the animation. Yeah. And then like watch Sleeping Beauty again, man. Like that movie's watch Hercules. Like those are incredibly well crafted movies, and they have reasons to be animated. They have a style that isn't just utilitarian. It services the ethos and the mood of the story, just in the way that people are rendered. You take like look at Sleeping Beauty characters versus Hercules characters. Look at like those early actual good and I'll go to bat for Oliver and Company and The Great Mouse Detective. I think is an unsung Disney hit, man. Like it's a really good but. Look at the character design on The Great Mouse Detective versus The Little Mermaid. Like those are just like they're just different movies. I think Disney has moved into some sameness recently, but when Disney's firing, like when it lets people do what they do well, like the backgrounds in Bambi, man, just like watch 10 minutes of Bambi, just look at the backgrounds, and like you'll be blown away. So yeah,
I love Sword in the Stone. I'm a big Sword in the Stone.
Yeah.
And I love Robin Hood.
Robin Hood's amazing, man. Yeah. During the pandemic, that was comfort food. My wife, I was like just whistling the theme from Robin Hood.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's watch that, man.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I got him actually. He's right here on this shelf behind me. He's right there chilling.
But Robin Hood, and the Robin Hood's all recycled animation from a bunch of other different things, and it's still excellent. Yeah, man. When
Big John is Baloo. I mean. 100%.
When Disney is on, it's hard to beat.
I mean, Little John. I said Big John. Little John.
Yeah,
my bad.
Little John. Yeah.
All right, last one, brother.
All right, let's do this.
All right, here we go. This one is one of my favorites. But would you rather constantly smell like a fart that came out of Swamp Thing,
Oh, geez. Okay.
or look like dupe?
Oh man. I'd probably look like dupe because, like, I think it's hard. Like, man, you react to smells on such a visceral level. Like, I don't think people like interacting with people could get past that. I think that as a man who kind of looks like dupe already, it's like I realize that my personality can kind of carry me beyond how I look. And
And
so
if not, you could just beat the hell out of something. Like, he's
yeah,
so
exactly.
strong.
Just end them. So I would rather look like dupe than smell bad because, like, yeah, man, like, yeah, it's hard. I know it's hard for me to get past like an odor that I can't deal with, you know, and so I definitely would not want to. And that's like it's a visceral reaction. People can't help themselves. They can't just be like,
They
oh, you know, he's got a glandular issue or whatever. You just be like, I gotta get the fuck in another place away from this
Yeah.
person. Like you can't deal with that, man. Yeah. So there you go, dude.
It's funny because this one actually, it's, a lot of people would always think maybe wouldn't smell, but this is like a 50-50. A lot of people, some people go, well, how do you know? He may smell good. And I'm like, I don't think so. If it's a fart coming out of Swamp Thing. But anyway, Gonzo, appreciate you, brother. This has been another installment of
You can go with this,
Or maybe go with that.
You can go at this.
you want to go with that,
You could go with this.
or maybe go with that,
Want to go with this?
or maybe go with that.
You want to go with this?
Or want to go with that?
You can go with this,
Or maybe go with that.
You can go at this.
or maybe go with that,
You could go with this.
or maybe go with that. Oh, did you get
Yes.
All right. Are we showing off our
Awesome.
work?
What? Oh, not yet. We're gonna do what we do is called the community sketchbook, and we show everyone from home stuff. And Phil's being a little angel, as always.
Did we answer
And,
everyone's questions too? Like I want to make sure that no one feels left out.
I think we did for the most part. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Nothing
Okay.
in the queue anymore that I saw.
Awesome.
Yeah, I
Cool,
don't
cool.
see any other. Yeah, I don't see any other cues, any questions. Yep, no, we're good. So we're
right.
perfect, brother.
Sweet.
But so yeah, we got Phil. Phil is going to show us the community sketchbook. I'm so pumped to see what everyone has submitted. Thank you all so much again. I truly appreciate you guys who submitted artwork, who asked questions tonight. You are all rock stars. Thank you so much. And if you're watching a rewind, you're awesome too. Thank you so much for watching this far. So, but again, I am excited. I know Phil got quite a few submissions, right, Phil?
Oh my gosh, yes. And more came in since I last listed names. So here's some stats. Ready? 12 people sent their art tonight. 4 of them submitted more than one image for a total of 21 images in all that we're going to look at.
Let's go. Let's
right.
freaking go. Awesome. You guys are awesome.
So, let me do two
Oh,
things.
so
Let me
cool.
do that. And then let me also get my name out of the way
Oh,
here.
I already know who this is. I already know. I don't even need to see the signature, well, even though I can see it from here.
Oop.
But
Sorry. Let me do that one more time. There we go. Now my name's gone. Yes.
how y'all do more than one drawing? Scott, a lot of people, I tell people a week in advance. And so sometimes if they draw one, then they'll do a back-to-back.
So 1, 2, 3 from 23 March. Here's the first one. And let's take a closer look.
Now, right on.
So I'm not 100% sure. Oh, this is,
Is it not Casey Jones?
it's Casey Jones, but it's but I want to say it's the who's the luchador? I think that he's. Oh, here we go. Oh no, wait, did someone? I thought it was someone. So tell me the name of this character. Someone in the chat. If but
I do that.
I thought it was. But Monch, I love it, brother. Super cool. There's a signature. There you go, Phil.
Yep. If you don't sign it, I'm going to sell it on eBay.
You lose copyright.
Remember.
Yep.
But
There we
I
go.
think, yeah, if someone can let me know in the chat, I appreciate it. All right.
That was the
Monch
first.
send another one, right?
Yeah, that was the first of 3 from March.
Oh.
Here's the second one. Look at that.
Oh,
Isn't this great?
Hell yeah.
Let's zoom
Yes.
in. First of all, let's drink it in there. Okay, here we go.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's great.
Dude, I have this fan who does ceramic stuff, and he like takes Homer or all these Simpson characters and like makes them into other people, and he made me a Lamano del Destino Bart, and then he did the main bad guy from my comic, which is Calavera. He did Homer version of that, and I have those. Like they're beautiful. They're not even in my studio. I keep them in my home. Like that's how cool. That's how beautiful they are. Yeah, yeah. So I always love seeing
wicked.
Homer as a wrestler is always great.
Yeah, that's cool. Excellent, Monch. Super cool,
And
man.
the third from Much.
I love Krusty. He's got the X's in the eyes.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. There you go.
Oh, snap. Literally.
Yeah.
Oh, man, this is wicked. Man, that Batman mask is wild. That red and black mask. Oh, I love how Joker is still like got that sick smile, like, all right, Batsy.
That is great, man.
Yeah, that's wicked. I love it. Oh, there it is. You can't steal it, Phil.
Nope.
There's a signature.
Safe and
Man, I
sound.
love that mask, though. That mask is wicked. It's like a luchador Batman mask.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That is cool. Excellent, Monch, as always, bro.
All
I
right.
like the shading in the knee, by the way. That's really well done. Awesome, brother. Awesome job, man. Excellent. Cool.
Our next submission is from none other than Bleecker Street Comics.
Oh, Bleak. Oh, I already know who that's going to. That's going to be going to Beckerman, I bet. But that's excellent, brother.
What is the name of the character again?
That is Speedball.
Speedball, that's right. Yeah. What a great character name.
Yeah, that's excellent.
I like him holding the belt up. Is fantastic.
There we go. Knows how to
There
save
you
his.
go. He's pointing.
Is that like a?
Just to show you? Do you know?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But I like the ropes. Well done, Bleecker. Awesome job, brother.
Mhm.
Cool. Nice the belt too.
All right.
Cool.
All right. Our folks, we're going to lay a line down and proceeds will go to charity. How many, we're going to wager on how many images Bobby Delegato submitted this evening. 10 seconds
Is it
left.
over or under 5? That's what we're gonna.
Okay, well the answer is 6. And here is the
Oh.
first of 6.
Callie said 12. Oh, what?
Oh,
Oh, that's
nice.
great.
Hell yeah.
I love it. They're both cheers and some Miller Lite.
Some live here. That is for anyone wondering. That's El Santo and Blue Demon.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I have to say though, I am probably going to enjoy making a small fortune on this since it is not signed.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to put it on eBay now. Next from Bobby. Let's go. Next. Here we go.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, very cool. Oh, I love the dog.
The dog's got a Lucha
Wait
Libre mask on.
minute.
That's fantastic.
I want to go back to the other one because is that G a signature? And if it is, I
Yes.
may have missed that before.
Yep, G is his signature.
Okay, I need to go back and look. Sorry, Bobby. I didn't mean to be.
Oh. There's nothing better than a luchador in a suit. I can confirm. Yeah.
I love the boots too. The blue boots, dude.
Yeah.
I love it. That's
I like the
excellent.
posture.
Bobby.
The position on the posture that character has is fantastic. Yeah.
There you go. Bobby comes in with the proper response.
There you go. He'll let you know.
Yes. Let us go back and look more closely for the G.
Where is it?
Okay, Bobby. Come on now.
Uh-oh.
It's on Blue Demon's foot. So yeah, it's on the bottom there. There it is.
Oh, there it is.
there it
exactly.
is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Certainly.
Oh, man.
Cleverly tied into the lace.
I like how Bobby's really making you look now.
Yeah. Not unlike the YouTube algorithm at times, huh? Okay. Okay, next from Bobby.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. It's Bobby. It's himself. I love it. That's excellent.
That is good stuff. I like the hair on that guy. That's fantastic.
That is cool. And he's a Chiefs fan, a Kansas City Chiefs fan. So that's why he's got the colors there too.
He's got the
I love
Chiefs-
it.
Yeah.
Great chair, Bobby, too. Great job.
Yeah,
Bobby,
yeah.
this one's really dope because it's you. So I really like this one. This one's cool, man. Excellent, Bobby, as always, bro.
Number, what is this? This was 3, so number 4 of 6. Aha.
That's fantastic. Oh, that is fantastic. I would read that comic. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh man, that is wicked.
That's fantastic.
Excellent, Bobby.
Yeah.
Fantasticos.
And to round, oh, wait a minute. I was going to say to round things out, but that's not true. Number 5 of 6.
Oh,
I like that.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Nice. Oh, there's the G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost,
Bobby.
yeah, it's like I think Bobby's going to get a permanent pass now, I think, from me.
Yeah, he won't ask.
Bobby will be our first gold seal automatic approval from Drawn to You Art Stream. Copyright owner forever. There we go. And I like this one. I think the best. There's the
right on.
What we just
there
saw.
you go. Excellent.
Thanks so much, sir.
Awesome, Bobby.
Woo-hoo.
Awesome as always, brother. Always appreciate you. Thank you, bro. Awesome, man. Very cool. I really like one that he did of himself with the Kansas City Chiefs, though. That's really cool. Yeah, and I think Scott said new profile pic. Yeah, new profile picture. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I almost didn't even include this next one. It's from Kelly, so you take it, leave it. I think meh was the word that we just decided on backstage.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is from Kelly Comics. I'm just teasing. Every week, Kelly submits something. I go, thanks, bravo, things like that.
Nacho Libre and Mankind.
I like that he snuck in Nacho.
Hulk. Yeah.
He's one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yeah, Bret Hart.
Nacho Libre.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Nacho Libre is a great movie. It's one of my, it's like probably my second favorite movie of all time. It used to be like number 5. It just keeps working its way up.
I love it.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
And I got the squeeze. I am obsessed with that movie.
Oh, my kids and I watched it so much when they were little, and then I still watch it. I think is that not Jesse? I mean, is that Macho Man, Randy Savage? Is that not Savage?
Oh, yeah, it kind of looks like
yeah.
Macho Man and Kane and Brett and Hulk and Undertaker and Giant.
Andre. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mankind and then Nacho.
And then Nacho, yeah, with Yeah, see, it's Macho Man.
It's Macho Man, Randy Savage.
I don't see a.
That's got to be Kane. I don't know, Scott. I don't know if that's Kane. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that might be Bonesaw.
Oh,
yes.
That's right, Bonesaw.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome,
Thanks,
Callie. Appreciate you, brother. Good seeing you back drawing, man.
Yeah, I guess you can submit again next week.
Bonesaw's ready. There you go. He said it.
Oh, all right.
No, nice.
Excellent,
all right,
brother.
Now we got to. I'm not sure if this person has submitted before. They have. I think it's been a while. The Collector P.
Oh, what, Paul?
Yeah, and now we got 2 from Collector P. Here is the first one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Yo, Collector P. Yo, hey man, why don't you draw more often?
That's good.
Oh, this is cool. I like that.
I like the design on the shoulders of the unitard there. It's almost like Wolverine, kind of. I dig it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I do. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I like that, man. Awesome.
And here's the second one. I'm wondering now, all of a sudden, is it what we're going to be seeing? See that image behind it on the next page? I'm wondering if this is what the next one is. And it is.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. That's great.
Hey,
yeah.
These are great, brother. Hey,
I like that.
We hope to see more from you, bro. That'd be great.
Please, yes.
Oh, wait. Is there a signature? Is Phil going to steal it? Uh-oh.
Well, not that I can see, but since he's a first-time caller, long-time listener, we'll give you a pass. But next, you know what, though, Collector Pete? Next week, I'm sticking these things on eBay tomorrow morning if your name there. You know,
I appreciate you, brother.
I made almost half a Starbucks last time. All right. Next.
That's excellent. Awesome, Paul. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you submitting, man.
Next, we've got a submission, Matt, Heroes for Hire Comic Club. First, he sent a reference. Here's his reference.
All right.
Ooh, bam, bam.
And here is his submission.
Nice.
There he is.
I like it.
I
That
love
shirt's
it.
fantastic. The tattoos are great too. Yep.
And
Awesome.
Matt knows what he's
Appreciate you, Matt. And there you
Yeah,
go, Matt.
that's-
Yep.
yeah.
He's
He
got
knows
his
to
signature.
trademark his stuff. Get the registered trademark on there.
doing. And I got to say, I can see where he's, I think, maybe making an effort here. You can see his reference points. I don't know if that would be it, but not. But anyway, thank you, Matt. Say
Yeah,
hi to your mom
excellent,
for us
Matt.
too.
Appreciate you, brother.
Next, last person to come in right at the last minute. I was looking for him. Held the door open for him. Ladies and gentlemen, Lorenzo.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Indie Comics and Review.
That's
Awesome.
great. Like the
Love
body
it,
hair.
Lorenzo.
Yeah. I always like to see a good amount of body hair whenever possible on a wrestler. Yeah.
I like I like how he did the lights in the background, like the
Yeah,
picture, people taking pictures or video and stuff. That was
Yeah, that's
cool. I like that.
that is called a bouquet.
Yes.
Excellent.
Bouquet pattern.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
And-
awesome. I love it. Oh, and there you go.
Nice.
I like his feet. I like the way
Thanks,
he did his
Lorenzo.
feet.
Got some good energy, good movements on that.
Yeah. Excellent, brother. Always appreciate you. Appreciate everyone. You guys are all awesome. I love when you guys submit artwork. This is so great. I don't even think we're halfway through. Are we even halfway through yet?
We have, I think, we have 5 more people and
Oh.
even more entries. So next up is Manny, the first of 2 from Manny.
Excellent.
All right.
Oh,
Now that's a Macho
yeah.
Man for sure. Yeah. You can tell by that smile.
Yo, I love that. That's awesome. Oh, I love the head is great with the smile and stuff. Oh, and there you go, Phil.
Yeah.
I love that he's in the snow. Macho Man loves the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
It's the Macho Man Winter Wonderland. I don't know.
I'm
I don't know why that's
glad you
confusing
said that
but
because Manny gave me some captions. This is Macho Man loves playing with snow is the caption from Manny. So yes.
A
Apropos.
little too much.
Drop the ball on that
sometimes. Oh yeah, the cream of the crop.
Now this next one from Manny is called Dude Love.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's me.
That's great.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey Manny, we're gonna have to talk, brother. I'm gonna need that in my collection, bro. Just to give you a real quick, Gonzo, I do another show. It's called The Hunt, and we dress up like wrestlers and show off books.
Oh,
And
fantastic.
I dress up as Dude Love. So,
Oh, right on.
but Manny, I love that, brother. That's awesome. I love the face though. The face is just
Yeah, it's a
oh
good
man,
expression.
that's great, brother. Excellent. Oh man, I think I may need that in behind me here, bro. Excellent.
Okay. Shop is up next. I always like
Yo,
this
what
stuff
up,
he comes
Jeff? Appreciate you stopping by,
Oh,
bro.
hell yeah. That's great.
Oh, heck yeah. Let's go shop for comics.
Yeah. Jake the literal snake.
Also, Shop, nice last minute edition.
Yes.
If you
I
know,
told him,
you
I
know.
said, Phil's going to steal this because Phil's going to like this one. This one's really dope, though, Shop. I got to give it to you, bro. That one's fire, brother. So cool. I love it.
Good stuff.
Neat.
Okay. That was Shop. 3 more, each from someone different. First up, it's been in chat all night. Scott Hazelwood.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
That's great.
oh, yo, Wrestling Heist has a blank?
Wrestle Heist had a blank. Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I did a cover for them too, or for Kyle too. Like, he should have sent me some blanks. He sent me some comps. I'll hit him up though. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up for a blank when I see him next.
Oh,
good
there you
stuff,
go,
man.
Scott. All right, Scott. This may be the piece that we're gonna, because me and Scott have been talking about doing an art trade. So this may be the thing I may have to trade for him because
Pretty
it
right
says
on.
hi Roscoe and Phil.
That hair is great, man. Hair is hard
Yeah.
to pull off, and that's the just. I mean, it's simple and gestural, but man, it gets the idea across. That's good stuff.
Yeah, that's
Mission
great.
the truth.
Yeah, Scott, man, awesome stuff, brother. But Scott, hit me up, brother. shoot me DM, or I'm gonna shoot you a DM, bro.
So what's his story that he's in a shirt and tie? Do you know?
Oh, what was the Mankind thing? Like, it was just one of the things he wore, right? Like it
well,
was like the Office version of him. Like, wasn't he in charge of something?
Well, no, he yeah. I mean, okay, so he's not all there, Phil. His name is Mankind, and he is like he's kind of like
simple.
Yes, there you go.
There
Yes.
you go.
And
Yeah.
but then they had him wear it, like, because they were like, you don't look, I guess he wasn't dressed like professional enough, and so then he put on this like white shirt and then this tie and like started wearing that a lot more. And but I know Callie, oh, there you go. Speak of the thing, let's see if Callie
Yeah, that's right. I thought that they put him in charge of something where they're like, hey, can you take care of blah, blah,
did
blah.
he run like Raw or something one night?
Something like
who
that.
knows?
And then they're like, he's like, oh, well, I'm gonna dress like a suit now, and it was like a good gimmick. Oh, geez, hold on, guys. I hate to do this to you. We my Wi-Fi is gonna be dead soon. So
oh no. Okay.
Yeah. I probably have like 10 or so minutes, but like maybe
okay.
we can get in
Well,
here.
we can do that because this is 2 more left.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool.
I can make it happen.
So thanks, Scott. Next up, I'm not sure if we've got maybe a first-time submission from Damien, Sleepy Reader.
Oh, what?
Oh, right on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Damien, that's awesome, bro.
See, and would this be? I have Leroy Neiman vibes. Speaking.
Yeah. I like that. The looseness of all of that's fantastic. I used to doodle like that when I was in high school a lot. Just kind of like figure it out, like, but it gave like a great, interesting, good movement to it and an interesting texture. But I dig it.
Man, that is
Next.
cool. I like that. I think
this-
that is a first for him.
Ooh.
Oh,
Tricky
is
trap
this
shooter.
tricky?
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Tricky. Oh my
Dude,
gosh.
that's good. He started this yesterday. There's no way this got done tonight with all of those
Oh
little
yeah, no.
circles.
No, I'm pretty sure he started it yesterday or the day before. But
Yeah,
the
that's great.
texture though, I
Yeah.
love it. I'm loving the.
It's a great pose. The lighting is great on that. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
I'm not sure I'm seeing a signature, and I
Dig
can
it.
make at least $75 off of this.
At least, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you could. What up,
All right.
John? How you doing,
Yeah.
brother?
Thanks all for submitting your artwork. Let me move over
Yes.
to this.
All right, cool.
Thank you all. Appreciate everyone so much. You guys are all rock stars. Thank you so much. All right, Gonzo, what you got,
All right.
brother?
So I did a Blue Demon myself.
Oh, very
yeah.
nice. And I
There
like
you
on
go.
the colored paper. Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna try to throw some white highlights, but I got sidetracked with conversation. So but yeah, there you go. Blue Demon.
Bro, that is beautiful, man.
Oh, thank you
That
so
is
much, man.
awesome.
Roscoe, what do you got, man?
All right, here we go. The first thing I was doing, just to give everyone a heads up, I was doing Goku Super Saiyan as Ultimate Warrior, and I messed it up, and then I got real pissed and I ripped it. So anyway, then I started doing something else, and then and it was funny because Bobby had brought up, and we were talking about Muppets Noir. So I did, I did MWO, the Muppet World Order, and I got
Great,
my
man.
guy Animal. With a chair about to hit you in the head with the chair. So,
Hell yeah.
but I did it on a Muppet Noir, which was hilarious because we brought that up during the show, and I'm drawing on it. I'm going, can they see what I'm doing? But anyway, yeah. And there's my signature, Phil. There's my Roscoe there.
All right. You
And,
can. Yeah. All right. I have enough
and then I
Roscoe
did
originals to
But
put
there
my
you
kids
go.
through
The
college.
MWO Muppet World Order. So yeah, but. Yeah, this was like I said, I'm just glad I was able to get this done by tonight. So, but again, I want to say thank you all so much. Gonzo, we're gonna bring you up real quick here before your
let's do
phone
this.
dies. Let the people know anything you got going on. You want to tell anyone anything you want to shout out?
Okay, so I have follow me on Instagram is my big thing. So everything that I'm doing, you can find out there. I usually announce everything that I'm doing. It's J Gonzo Art. I think you said you had it pinned here somewhere.
It's in the description down below.
Yeah.
If you hit the description, just click it. It's right there, everybody.
J Gonzo Art. And then this coming weekend, if you're watching this live or if you watch it between now and the 11th, I want to say, I've got Dork number 3 cover coming out. This is happening. We're going to do a live stream selling. These are pre-orders at Presto Comic Shop. But yeah, if you want to, like, there are going to be some signed and sketched ones happening at a Whatnot show coming up this weekend. So look out for that. And then I think this Wednesday in comic shops is my cover for Amazing Spider-Man.
Beautiful.
Number 26. Yeah. So I don't know if I can kind of move it so you can see the, but yeah, I got to draw Carnage.
It's a ratio. It's a ratio.
I know. I'm so sorry. Listen, and also anyone watching, I try to say this as much as I can. All of that ratio decisions is not my decision. I have nothing to do with it. I cannot control it. I am so sorry that's the way Marvel and Image and a few other people have decided to release some of my covers. But listen, if you do end up paying a lot to get one, find me at a show. I will always sign for free. So bring me books. I'm going to be at a show in Albuquerque on the 18th and 19th. If you're in Albuquerque, come by. I'll sign whatever you have. And then they also too. Well, along the lines, all of that, like, second aftermarket stuff that you see, the prices for my books, I also have nothing to do with that. I cannot control it. But listen, if somehow on one of those auctions you end up buying a book that's not signed, find me at a show. I'll sign it for you. Like I'm trying to be there as much as I can, and I'm trying to make this as available as I can to as many people as possible. Matters of scarcity, I have no control over, and I do apologize. I do have, I can talk vaguely about covers of mine coming up soon will be totally open order. And I have made some assurances to make sure that some stuff coming up in the next year is, and a lot of it is just going to be totally open order. So just make sure you get to a comic shop and order them, and you'll get yours. You won't have to deal with the aftermarket, secondary market, any of those auctions and stuff. So, but those are unfortunately the ratioed and the Whatnot ones are the only ones coming up right now. I know, like, I'm talking out one side and the other, but listen, I got to say to you, I appreciate everyone's support that has happened, especially recently, as things around me and the things that I do have gotten crazy. Everyone has been super cool to me specifically. Like, I know that there's been a couple of things that have happened here or there that maybe people have side-eyed. None of that has landed on me personally, and I got to thank everybody for their patience and understanding and all of that. So thank you everyone who's watching this, and thank you everyone who supported me.
Any chance of a covers art book?
If I did that sort of thing, it's very hard to get permission from all the people that I do covers for. So it would be the kind of thing that would have to get sold primarily at shows and could never be available online. Okay. But I would say that I would never violate copyright like that. And you would have to come by and see me at a show to make sure that I would never violate a copyright like that. Yeah, okay.
Fair enough. Say no more.
That's all I have to say about that.
Well, Gonzo, I can't thank you enough, brother. I know you're a busy man. I truly appreciate you taking the time out to hang out with us fools over here on my channel. So thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you.
Thank you guys for having me. I'll talk to you guys later. And Roscoe, I'll see you in a couple months, man. See you out in Heroes.
Oh, yeah. I'll see you at Heroes, bro.
Absolutely.
All right, brother. Phil, you got anything going on, brother?
Well, don't I get to see your art?
Yeah, I put it up already.
Oh, duh. Oh, I'm sorry. I was distracted by chat.
All right. Phil wasn't paying attention. Phil fell asleep for a minute.
Well, I thought I had something queued up, and I don't. You know what? No, I'm going to be over on Lorenzo's channel Wednesday night on Indie Comics and Reviews. So come see me there. And then I'll be here again, this channel, but Tuesday night for Roscoe's Late Night Addiction.
That's right. Awesome. Phil, thank you as always, brother. Truly appreciate you. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Truly appreciate you all. Everyone who asked questions, everyone that hung out in the chat, people who submitted artwork. You guys are all rock stars. You guys, I can't thank you enough. I truly appreciate you. I love doing this show. I love having you all a part of the show as much as us. So thank you so much again for your contributing questions and artwork and just being awesome. So thank you again. Yeah, we'll be here in 2 weeks for another episode of Drawn to You. So hope to see you here, and may all your issues be comic book issues is what I always like to say. And Phil loves this clip. Yep. All right, everyone, have a great one. And here's my guy.
Hey, if anybody hasn't told you today, I just want to stop by and say you're looking pretty freaking awesome. Because you are pretty freaking awesome. So have yourself a pretty freaking awesome day. Okay. That's it. That's